Let's read some Frankenstein. I'm in the middle of chapter 17. Let's see where I left off. Okay. So we have the doctor. He's speaking to Frankenstein right now, and he's gonna speak right now. The doctor. "You propose," replied I, "to fly from the habitations of man, to dwell in those wilds where the beasts of the field will be your only companions. How can you, who long for the love and sympathy of man, persevere in this exile? You will return again and again, seek their kindness, and you will meet with their destination. And you will meet with their destination." What does destination even fucking mean? Is that like you will meet their like bad signs? Like destination is like, disgust. Is it a synonym for like disgust? And is it a negative connotation? Destination. We're gonna go find out what it means right now. I got my handy dandy laptop. Every time I don't pretend I know shit. I don't know nothing, but I know everything. We're gonna find out what that word means real quick before we continue the story. So where we left off, the doctor is speaking with Frankenstein. The doctor is Frankenstein, and he okay. And the monster's trying to make a plea to Frankenstein. He's all like, "You gotta listen to my story, what I've been through." Oh, I remember. The monster asked Frankenstein for a girlfriend. He said, "Can you make me a girlfriend, bro?" That's what he said, the monster. He said, "Can you make me a girlfriend?" And then that's where the chapter ended. It looks like destination might just be the way they used to write destination. I didn't know that. I might be wrong. Unless I'm dyslexic. Let me see. How is it spelled? Where was I? Let's see. Destination, yeah. Huh. That's weird. Google says it's not a word. Weird. Okay. We're gonna move on. Your evil passions will be renewed, and you will then have a companion to aid you in the task of destruction. This may not be. Cease to argue the point, for I cannot consent. So Frankenstein's basically saying, I don't want to make you a girlfriend, because if I make another you, that's gonna be two monsters out, killing maybe cottagers, his family. Because spoiler alert for Frankenstein, I already read William died, so by Frankenstein. So he thinks that the monster's probably gonna go kill more people. And he probably blames his cousin's death penalty on the monster as well. So that's two people who died. And the monster literally admitted it. He said, "I have rage. I want to seek vengeance. I want to destroy all of your I want to destroy mankind. He didn't say in those exact words, but that's basically what he's saying. Because no one likes him. Very sad. How inconstant are your feelings? But a moment ago you were moved by my representations, and why do you again harden yourself to my complaints? I swear to you, by the earth which I inhabit, and by you that made me, that with the companion you bestow, I will quit the neighborhood of man, and dwell, as it may chance, in the most savage of places. My evil passions will have fled, for I shall meet with sympathy. My life will flow quietly away, and in my dying moments I shall not curse my maker. That's pretty good. Oh. That's some good stuff. Let's continue. His words had a strange effect upon me. I compassionated him and sometimes felt a wish to console him, but when I looked upon him, when I saw the filthy mass that moved and talked, my heart sickened and my feelings were altered to those of horror and hatred. I tried to stifle these sensations. I thought that as I could not sympathize with him, I had no right to withhold from him the small portion of happiness which was yet in my power to bestow. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna make. I don't. Is that why there's a movie called Frankenstein's Bride? It's because they literally had it in the book. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're talking about it. You swear, I said, to be harmless, but have you not already shown a degree of malice that should reasonably make me distrust you? May not even this be a feint that will increase your triumph by affording a wider scope for your revenge? How is this? I must not be trifled with, and I demand an answer. If I have no ties and no affections, hatred and vice must be my portion. The love of another will destroy the cause of my crimes, and I shall become a thing of whose existence everyone will be ignorant. My vices are the children of a forced solitude that I abhor, and my virtues will necessarily arise when I live in communion with an equal. I shall feel the affections of a sensitive being and became linked to the is he speaking? Yeah. I shall feel the affection of a sensitive being and became linked to the chain of existence and events from which I am now excluded. I paused, some time to reflect on all he had related and the various arguments which he had employed. I thought of the promise of virtues which he had displayed on the opening of his existence and the subsequent blight of all kindly feeling by the loathing and scorn which his protectors had manifested towards him. His power and threats were not omitted in my calculations. A creature who could exist in the ice caves of the glaciers and hide himself from pursuit among the ridges of inaccessible precipices was a being possessing faculties it would be vain to cope with. After a long pause of reflection, I concluded that the justice due both to him and my fellow creatures demanded of me that I should comply with his request. Woo! No way. He's gonna help him? Turning to him, therefore, I said, I consent to your demand, on your solemn oath to quit Europe forever, and every other place in the neighborhood of man, as soon as I shall deliver into your hands a female who will accompany you in your exile. I swear, he cried, by the sun and by the blue sky of heaven, and by the fire of love that burns my heart, that if you grant my prayer, while they exist, you shall never behold me again. Depart to your home and commence your labors. I shall watch their progress with unutterable anxiety, and fear not by when you are ready I shall appear. Saying this, he suddenly quitted me, fearful, perhaps, of any change in my sentiments. I saw him descend the mountain with greater speed than the flight of an eagle. Woo! And quickly lost among the undulations of the sea of ice. His tail had occupied the whole day, and the sun was upon the verge of the horizon when he departed. Yeah, this is some good stuff. I knew that I ought to hasten my descent towards the valley, as I should soon be encompassed in darkness. But my heart was heavy, and my steps slow. The labor of winding among the little paths of the mountain and fixing my feet firmly as I advanced perplexed me, occupied as I was by the emotions which the occurrences of the day had produced. Night was far advanced when I came to the halfway resting place and seated myself beside the fountain. The stars shone at intervals as the clouds passed from over them. The dark pines rose before me, and every here and there a broken tree lay on the ground. It was a scene of wonderful solemnity, and stirred strange thoughts within me. I wept bitterly, and clasping my hands in agony, I exclaimed, "Oh, stars and clouds and winds, ye are all about to mock me. If ye really pity me, crush sensation and memory. Let me become as naught. But if not, depart, and leave me in darkness." These were wild and miserable thoughts, but I cannot describe to you how the eternal twinkling of the stars weighed upon me, and how I listened to every blast of wind as if it were a dull, ugly surrock on its way to consume me. Surrock. Is that an alcohol? Let me see. Definition. It showed me a bottle of liquor. Isn't that funny? A hot, oppressive, and often dusty wind. Oh, it's probably so it's like a dusty wind. Interesting. Morning dawned before I arrived at the village of Chamonix. I could never say that. Chamonix or Chamonix. Maybe I could have Google say it for me. Let me see.
Is silent, so do not say Chamonix or Chamonix, but rather simply Chamonix. Chamonix.
Chamonix. Spell it for you? Yes, LOL, Surrock. Oh, this is Frankenstein. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments. This is Frankenstein. Chamonix. It's CHAMOUNIX. Yeah, Chamonix. I've never read Frankenstein, but this is a live reading, so we're gonna check it out. I'm a little over halfway done with the story. It's pretty damn good. Done with the story. It's pretty damn good. So rate it maybe a 3 out of 5, maybe even a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I think that's fair. I haven't even finished it, so it's a lot of talking. But let's continue. I took no rest, but returned immediately to Geneva. Even in my own heart, I could give no expression to Geneva. Oh, I already read that. Even in my own heart, I could give no expression to my sensations. They weighed on me with a mountain's weight, and their excess destroyed my agony beneath them. Thus, I returned home, and entering the house, presented myself to the family. My haggard and wild appearance awoke intense alarm. But I answered no question. Scarcely did I speak. I felt as if I were placed under a ban, as if I had no right to claim their sympathies, as if nevermore might I employ companionship with them. Yet even thus I loved them to adoration, and to save them, I resolved to dedicate myself to my most abhorred task. This is so funny. He's still talking shit. The prospect of such an occupation made every other circumstance of existence pass before me like a dream, and that thought only had to me the reality of life. That was pretty good. That was a good chapter. It's weird. The story got a little weird now. He's gonna make him another monster. Yeah, this is good. Is that you, Eric?
Yeah.
You want to come say hi to the live? Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm a little tired. What are y'all doing?
I'm just reading Frankenstein live.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, which part are you rereading? The beginning?
No, I'm in chapter 18.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far have you gotten when you started?
This is like this is like day 2. You know,
Yeah.
maybe. I only have like a couple people watching, but people be coming and going. You know, whatever. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's cool. That sounds pretty cool too.
So you just came from work?
Yeah. I was working the Beyonce show.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Real quick, Beyonce got all those people to dress up like cowboys tonight. Shout out. We had a bunch of cowboys in the house in boots.
Yeah, shout out Beyonce.
Yeah. Everyone dressed like cowboys. It was alright.
Did you hear her?
Oh yeah, I saw it. You
saw her?
Yeah. It was like magical.
Well, magical.
There was lights and stuff.
That's funny.
And it was cool seeing it. I know I would never see Beyonce in my life. I wouldn't ever go see it. So right there, that was my chance, and it was all right.
Are you hungry?
A little bit. Why?
I have steak.
Oh, you got steaks?
Maybe we could cook something.
If you're hungry, I'm down. But
I haven't eaten good today. I need to eat something, I think.
I had a slice of pizza, but that was like an hour ago.
So, should we make something or not?
I'm good. I got some chips.
All right, then
I don't feel like eating a whole steak right now.
Well, we would cook a little bit.
Yeah. If it was like but
steak at midnight.
That's how we do it in Vegas.
Free show from the backstage is cool.
Well, yeah.
All right.
But
well.
we eat at any time. We live like we're high rollers.
Yeah.
Steaks for dinner.
Yeah. They didn't even charge me for the steak, so I left with a free steak.
That's what's up. All
Yeah.
right.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go hang back.
All right then. I'm gonna start back the stream soon. It was fun. Steak at midnight. Yeah. All right then. Have a good day, everyone.